Hey guys, Max Convexity. Let's check out these Defiance funds and see how we finished up on the day. It wasn't good. I've been busy doing other stuff all day, recording. I'm making a new video that's coming out at 8, so check it out. 8 o'clock Central Time. All right, but anyway, let's check out these Defiance funds. So it was not a good day. Could have been a lot worse, especially on NASDAQ. Look how far NASDAQ rallied back. I mean, that probably saved $1 million, $1.5 million, something like that. I mean, they were still down 2.4, but it probably would have been 3.7 like a few days ago if it hadn't come back. In fact, it was down 1.5, I think, percent-wise. Look, so yeah, it probably been like a $4 million loser, and it came back to about 2.5. That was probably about $1.5 million rally. All right, so for tomorrow, I have a bad number, and I can't figure it out. I tried forever. If someone else, there's no way they sold the 17,740 again, but that is what the frickin' intraday trades says. Is anyone else listening to me that does a spreadsheet? Where'd I have this messed up? This is the one today. The 162 expired. That's how they lost the 2.4 mil. Then it says right here, right, sell to open, 82 and 82, so 164, $90 or something, right? For, I mean, and the 1774, that's how I'm reading that. But I punch in 1774, and it's giving me a number that it can't be. There's no way. It's got to be a wrong number, right? So it's not that big of a deal. I'll figure it out tomorrow. When I get it figured out, I'll look at I'll put the profit box on and make everything right. So I don't have profit boxes free tonight, because guess what? This is what really makes me mad. On IWMY, the same mother freaking thing happened. I'm also showing a bad number, and it's the same thing. There's no way, and I did it right. I haven't been hurrying. Just makes me mad. But look at the IWMY. So the 566 expired, right? So that was the ones from today. They expired, unfortunately. We lost 2.4. All right, so then we sold 605 at the 2075 level. There's no way it'd be at the same strike as yesterday after today's ass kicking. The current market close is 2004. It just, so then after two of them were wrong, then I figured maybe something's, I don't know. I mean, I'm sure it's something I'm doing, but I can't figure it out. It makes me mad, but it's not even worth getting upset about. Watch my video tonight at 8, and I'll have all this shit straightened out by the morning. I apologize. TLT, I know most of you don't care about TRES. There's not very many people that have it, but it's still in the dump, so we don't got to talk about it. Let's look at, have we checked out JEPY yet? I think JEPY is the only one we haven't checked out yet. Now, the strike on this one makes sense. It's the only one out of the three that I got the numbers to work out. These guys lost $491,000 today. This was the strongest of the bunch. They also had a hell of a late day rally that probably saved several $100,000. So these guys, what they've done, they've sold 263 puts at the 49.80 level. 49.80. Less the price they received for the options, which is a little over $14. You subtract that, you're going to get 49.65 and change, right? So the 49.65 number is our break even. Maximum profit is always where the strike is on any sold option. Anytime you sell an option, or even as part of a spread, the sold strike is where the max profit is or begins, depending on what type of trade it is. But the max profit is always at the sold strike. And sometimes it's just beginning there. It's there and beyond. And that's the case in this one. All right, that's enough options talk for today. Anyway, these guys are going for 376 tomorrow. Everything else looks fine. I mean, other than that big loss today. Anyway, if they can have a profitable day tomorrow. We'll take the earnings per share back to 8 cents a share negative. All right. Let's see what else we got tracking there. Let's look and see how these did today. Upper left, we have I haven't even looked at these yet. We have the S&P high yield complex. S&P itself was down 0.6 of a point. We just saw that. So we would want the fund that's down the least amount, and that was JEPI. JEPI was actually up on the day. Nice day. Nice day there. So that's good. It outperformed the index. Well, really, a lot of them outperformed. JEPY outperformed the index. iSpy underperformed for once. iSpy is usually one of the better performers. I talked about iSpy in my video a little bit tonight. I think you guys will like that video that comes out at 8. SPY outperformed. GPIX, the Goldman Fund, looks great. It's about what you'd expect. XYLD outperformed. Bally outperformed by a little bit. Let's check out the NASDAQ high yield complex. So the NASDAQ itself was down 7.79 basis points by some miracle. It could have been could have been 150 basis points. Anyway, so we want the high yield fund that was down the least, and that would be the winner today is QYLD. Nice job, QYLD, but JEPQ also looks good. QQQY outperformed. Now let's check out, if you want to real quick, let's check out FEPI's underline, which is the Solfang index right here. They were down 103 basis points. All right, and FEPI itself was only down 71 basis points, so FEPI had about a 25% buffer. Nice job there. Nice job. Unfortunately, GPIQ outperformed on the downside, which isn't good, but it's the only one of the bunch that did that. QQQI was in line. Over here in the Russell itself was down big today at 1.5. That's a big loss. RYLD, IWMY, and Poppy, for that matter, all outperformed. Poppy is showing positive, but a positive change on that. I don't know that much about Poppy. I need to do some research on Poppy. Okay, the bond funds, I mean, these funds are boring to cover, but they all outperformed except for TRES, and TRES is still slowly bleeding money away. Right now, anyway, it's in a valley of death, and it's just bleeding theta. All right, I like option positions that earn theta, where it's in a theta, where they're collecting theta instead of paying theta. TRES right now is paying theta. Last week it collected a little bit. We'll see what happens next week. All right. So, or actually 2 weeks ago, it collected a little bit of theta decay. SFOL, SFOL outperformed today. Nice job, SFOL. Actually, that is a really nice job. The single stocks, we'll just go through these real quick. Tesla outperformed. NVIDIA outperformed. Coney outperformed. OARC outperformed. AMZ looks good. Apple outperformed. AMD outperformed. I guess on a big down day, you get a lot of outperformance, of course, because covered call funds do better on down days and sideways days. And up days that don't go up too much, slightly up days. They do just fine. TSLP outperformed and had a nice buffer there. Let's check out TSLP compared to TSLY. Today's winner was TSLY. It got more upside than TSLP today. Let's see what else we have here. MRNY outperformed. They all outperformed, it looks like. I'm going to try to find one that under. Well, Facebook, FBY, underperformed. FIBI, whatever you want to call that. The DISO looked good. DISO has been one of the better ones lately on relative performance basis. InFly underperformed, unfortunately. Sky outperformed. GUI outperformed. XOMO outperformed. Goop underperformed a little bit. It's about what we'd expect, though. Nothing crucial. Nothing too bad. MSFY underperformed. The average benchmark was down 1.63. The average high yield fund was down 1.19. The difference between those two is the buffer. And that's the buffer that what causes that, or how that is earned, is that is caused by the intrinsic option premium that these guys write options, and they earn that extrinsic premium. These guys don't write options. These guys just own the stock. This is just the stock return. This is the stock return plus the option return. So and we would expect this to be less. That's a pretty good ratio there. It looks like we're getting about 2/3 of the upside as a group on the yield max and curve single stock ones. We'll look at the 5-day and 30-day some other time. I'm going to let you guys go. I want you to watch that video tonight at 8. I'm really looking forward to hearing your response to it and seeing what kind of cool discussions that the new video. It's called Max's Theorem Part 2. Anyway, check it out. You guys have a great night. All right, see ya.